Hello. Let me turn my sound down. This is day 2 of my little mental health vlog thing. Yesterday was a better day. I think because the fact that I'm trying to record over a video here. I think the fact because I know what I'm dealing with now makes it a little bit easier. Like I said on Sunday when I had my last attack, it was bad. I think it's because you don't know what you're dealing with. It's the brain can make you feel some weird shit. It's like, to anyone that isn't suffering it or is suffering it but don't know what it is, I'll explain what a panic attack consists of. It's say if you're in a car, you're not driving, you're not in control of anything, and all of a sudden you'll feel this, like you'll start to feel disjointed, you'll feel sweaty, you'll feel your heart pumping, you'll struggle to swallow, you'll think that you're choking, and this will carry on, and your heart will start to thump, you'll be sweating, you'll feel like you're not connected with reality, you'll feel like you're absolutely dying. 9 times out of 10 you are not dying, you are having what's called an anxiety attack, panic attack. I've been suffering with it now, which it makes more sense to me, for over a year. It's hard when you don't know what it is, because the fact of not knowing, and if you don't go and speak to someone, it'll make it worse for you, because then it'll grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, and to the point where you're either going to lose your marbles, or you're going to become a recluse locked in your house, growing your hair out, your fingernails long, and basically just letting it cripple you. My advice to anyone that has any symptoms that I've discussed or might be having panic attacks or anxiety attacks: get to a doctor. See a doctor. The doctor, trust me, you're not going insane. And 9 times out of 10, you're not dying of a heart attack, it's a panic attack. The worst thing anyone could probably say to you is, pull yourself together, you're overreacting. This is not your choice, this is not my choice. It's just that, and it's not even that we're weak. You see, a lot of people with mental health problems are probably some of the strongest people you've met, but they've got to a point in life where they've not dealt with problems, and your mind's just said, whoa, hang on, dickhead, bump of that. Because you build everything up, and you build and you build and you build, and this is when your brain decides to go back to you. It's hard because I've never really been scared of anything. I used to box when I was younger, and I've never feared anyone, but this minute in time, it's like you're shadow boxing. I can't see what I'm fighting against, but I need to learn and get the tools to just fight back. To anyone that is having them, the best piece of advice I give you is to get to somewhere where you can be on your own, or get away from groups of people. Sit down. First thing you need to do when your heart's pumping, and I know it's really hard and it's easier said than done, because next time I have an attack, I'll probably forget this until I drum it into myself as well, is to concentrate on your breathing. Get that breathing right, get it slow, get it deep. Once you've got your breathing under control, focus on something that makes you happy. It can be anything. It can be your dog, your cat, your wife, your boyfriend, your kid, your car, your house, anything, your favourite TV show, absolutely anything. Try to zen yourself out onto that one thought of anything that makes you happy. It'll be the hardest thing you have to do at first, because your heart will be pumping, you'll be sweating, you'll feel all disjointed from reality, you'll think you're dying, but you need to focus on one thing. Me personally, the past couple of attacks, I've focused on my wife and my kids, and I know it's easier said than done, and hindsight's a wonderful thing. If I'd have known this back in September when I was coming back on that plane from Spain, it would have been a more enjoyable flight than me sat there for 40 minutes praying and letting my body take over, or letting my mind take over. That's the first piece of advice anyone gives you, is to just remember what exactly is happening. You're not dying, it's a panic attack. It doesn't help people telling you that at the time it won't help you, but like I said, focus on your breathing. Focus on getting it deep and slow. Regulate your breathing. Once your breathing's regulated, then focus your mind. Once you've got the two focused, it will dissipate. It will take, it can be anything from 5 to 15 minutes to even an hour. but you won't notice it, but it'll dissipate. And you will feel the effects after it for a bit, because you'll feel all disjointed. Your body won't know what's gone on. And you'll feel like on Sunday, I felt horrible all day after it. I actually just stayed in my bed all day. Because it went on for that long, and it just carried on. It wipes you out. Like I said, now I've spoken to my counsellor. I've got a telephone assessment on the 27th of this month. Then we'll move forward and decide which treatment's best for me. I have decided to make some changes myself before I start going. I usually drink every weekend, but for the next month I've decided to knock that on the head. It's not that booze is causing it, because I asked my doctor that. It's not that at all. It's just I think at this, I'm already in a fragile state up there, and I don't think getting legless is probably the best thing for me at the minute. I think I need to stay clear-headed. I'm looking at getting back into doing weights, but because I hurt my back a couple of years ago, I can't do this same type of workout that I used to do, which was high weight, high impact. Basically because it'll just set my back off, and then if my back goes, I'll get depressed being in bed, and oh, good golly, good molly, there'll be more panic attacks on the way after that. So yeah, trying to keep focused on good things. I've even convinced my wife to put the Christmas decorations up at the weekend. Yay! Just spending time with family, spending time with my kids, just I've took the week off from work. You need to stay away from negative energy. I know it sounds daft, but if people project negative energy, and because if you are suffering with something like this, that will eventually take a hold and start triggering things. So you need to focus on positives. Like I said, whether you've got a boyfriend, girlfriend, dog, cat, kid, goldfish, hamster, you like me, you like to game, focus on that. If you watch a lot of TV, focus on watching a lot of TV. If you like going out for walks, focus on a lot of walks. Anything that makes you happy is a good thing and will help. Like I said, if you are suffering any symptoms, go and speak to a doctor before you let it can get progressively worse, and you then can become agoraphobic. It can get you to a point where you'll never leave your house again unless you get help, because you'll think everything out there is what's triggering it, and it'll keep you paralysed in your house, which is the one thing you don't want. You need to keep pushing and fighting back. I'm nowhere near cured. I won't be for a year. But what I do know is, because now I know what it is, I'll find a way of beating it. I'll never be 100% cured. No one ever is. But I'll have the tools to deal with it. I'll know when one's coming on, and I'll know how to deal with it. I'm a little bit better prepared now I know what it is. As I said, after going to the doctors and finding out the days I've been better. Not 100%, but better. Because you can sit there and you can, right, I know what I'm dealing with. It's like, it's not a big mystery anymore. I think half the problem is when you don't know what it is, you think all sorts. You think, oh, my heart's going to give out, I've got this, I've got that. The worst thing you can do is go on Google, because you will diagnose, you will read stuff about anxiety and panic attacks, but the brain will make you go to more. We as humans will always think the worst, and if you're already a little bit fragile with whatever, you'll be attracted to that worst one, and then you'll fixate on it, and you will be convinced you've got heart problems. 9 times out of 10 you won't have. Maybe you might be that one that does, but when you go to the doctor, they can help you get it sorted. The worst thing you can do is sit at home and just look on the internet, because by God, it'll make you think worse. So yeah, we're looking positive. I'm feeling positive. I'm going to focus on the journey getting better. I'll keep uploading videos, different stuff as well as this. My main goal is hopefully someone that is suffering with anxiety, or someone that might know that's suffering with anxiety, watches one of these videos so they can help. Please don't ever tell anyone to pull themselves together. This is not their choice. This is not my choice. But we'll beat it. Yep, we will beat it. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Look after yourselves.